Folks, great news. We just made a connection with Florida Congressman and gubernatorial candidate Byron Donalds. Congressman, I'm not sure how much of the previous segment you were able to hear, but I've got two questions that I want to get out to you. Then I want to pivot to your gubernatorial run if I can. Is it true what I've heard from certain members that there are Republicans ready to pull a John McCain, continue to dish out pain to our people so that rich fat cats can get even richer in the insurance industry? Is that true?
Wait, say that part again. I didn't hear you completely clearly. Say it one more time for me.
No, I just want to know. I've been hearing there are certain Republicans out there, Congressman, who want to do a deal with Democrats to continue Obamacare and its ruinous outcomes here for the United States, ruining our health care plans and, of course, enriching these elitist fat cats in the insurance industry. Are you hearing the same thing? Are some of your Republican colleagues going to vote with Democrats?
Yeah, I've heard some rumblings about that, but nothing concrete. But let me just say this. Subsidies do not fix health care. What fixes health care is getting rid of Obamacare, actually having patient-centered health care reform, health savings accounts, catastrophic insurance plans for young people so they can actually afford health insurance and have policies that work. The issue we have is that the Democrats want to use taxpayer money to cover up for their failure when it came to health insurance in the United States of America. That's why premiums are through the roof, not because of subsidies. So instead of doing the right thing on behalf of the American people, being focused on affordability, a part of which is health care, they want to continue to enrich health care companies as opposed to doing what's right for the people of our country.
Now, I'm going to come back to health care as it pertains to your gubernatorial run, but one more question to you as a congressman. I've been asking all of your Republican colleagues, amid their deafening silence on Operation Arctic Frost, this question. After it was revealed that the three branches of government infected by Democrats had weaponized government with no probable cause to illegally investigate and subpoena Republicans' personal data, basically attacking the entire Republican apparatus, I expected all Republicans to lock arms, perhaps on the steps of the Capitol, and promise justice to the American people. But not even this could unite Republicans against the Democrat Party. Question: how does your party expect conservatives to vote for them when first your party not only failed to defend us from Democrats, but won't even defend itself from Democrats?
I think it's a great question. And look, we got to get real on this whole thing. Arctic Frost is a national nightmare, not because this is Republicans versus Democrats. It demonstrates the depth to which Democrats will go to weaponize government against anybody in our country. It wasn't just United States senators. It was groups that work in the Republican Party, in the conservative movement. And so if there are Republicans on the Hill who are not taking this as a clear and present danger that has to be cleaned up, has to be exposed, and people have to be held accountable, I don't really know what to tell them. What I will tell you is that there are enough Republicans on the Hill who are not going to let this go. I'm one of them. There are many more. Everybody needs to hold arms and make sure that this government actually is held accountable once and for all.
As to your run for Florida governor, California, Illinois, Oregon, other left-wing states and jurisdictions, they simply ignore illegal immigration law. They just don't. And by the way, they harm Americans in the process, and they have no consequences. Knowing that, if you're elected governor of Florida, have you considered ways to lawfully beat Obamacare and the Democrats' attempted takeover of our health care system as governor?
Yeah, actually, there's some proposals that we're working through right now, and I'm not going to release them. But let me just assure you of this. When it comes to affordability in the state of Florida, we're not just talking about taxes or property insurance, although those things are very, very important. We got to talk about what it costs to build houses in our state. We got to get government waste out of that. And health care is a part of this. Look, if the Democrats don't want to do anything about Obamacare and its destructive nature on health insurance in America, then I do believe that the state going forward, Florida, we're going to have to come up with a solution that's going to work for Floridians, because our voters are looking for relief. Our people need to have an opportunity to put food on the table. And our young people in Florida, they want a shot at the American dream just like everybody else. Healthcare costs are out of control. If the feds aren't going to be responsive, then Florida's going to have to lead the way.
You know, folks, I thank God for my wonderful wife, my kids, my country, the greatest nation ever. And Americans like you who believe in the truth, the Chris Salcedo Show will never stop fighting for you.
The Chris Salcedo Show, for the news you need to know.